hats in the community. So I want to make sure it's from the League of Women Voters, even though I have other organizations that I work with.
Mhm. Okay.
Arlene is a member of of Ogden School Board, plus
Oh,
other things, but she serves on the Ogden School Board.
all right.
So we just want to make sure that, she's Latino, as you can see, and we don't want anything to come back as repercussions to her.
Right. Yes. No, this will be okay. It's just for Gina seeing and just for me to write.
Okay, great. All right, we're recording.
Thank you so much. But yes, thank you for asking that question. All right. So I guess one of the first questions is what worries you the most right now?
You,
What worries me the most right now is all the things that are happening across the nation. And because of what happened in Minnesota, I think a lot of communities are wondering when it's going to happen in our community. And that's something that is really critical for Ogden City because 38% of our population is Hispanic Latino. And in our school district, it is 51% Hispanic Latino. And so again, just watching the national news and wondering how are things shaking out here, as well as knowing that there are ICE detention centers, one locally in Weber County, which is adjacent to Ogden City. And then also there is another detention center in Salt Lake City.
uh,
And as you know, there's been news about some kind of building that was recently purchased.
Yes. Was there, how do you feel like about those centers being here?
Um, I don't know why it's necessary or needed.
Mhm.
Um, I think our community is fine without them, and it just frightens families, community members, day to day having to live in fear. So it does take a toll on the mental health of our immigrants that are living in our community.
what worries me the
Yeah.
most is that this is going to be the way the United States is going to act, and we're not going to stop doing this, not just to immigrants, but to other people as well, until we don't have a population of mixed backgrounds anymore. That's the first thing that worries me. The second is the violence. We already have enough violence in our world. We certainly don't need violence. And when they're not a criminal and you do that sort of thing to someone, that is totally not okay. We are in such chaos in this country right now, and
Yeah.
so much hatred and so much, I mean, negative, nasty comments.
Hmm.
And I don't think we need a detention center. I think they go to court the way it used to be. They went to court, and if they were doing something that was really bad and they should be deported, deport them. But don't deport every single person because they're brown.
Right. Yeah, thank you. That's very great insight. Thank you so much, you guys, for sharing. Um, let's see. Let me ask you my second question.
Mhm.
All right. So what is I guess this goes more toward wait, are you both Latino?
No, I'm sorry, I'm not. But Arlene
Okay.
is.
Yeah,
That's why
I
she.
am.
Got it, got it. Okay. I just want to make sure. But this goes more towards us. What do you wish people from like I guess I could say what do you wish Ogden residents knew that they don't know about what's going on with the Latino community? Like yeah, there are people that see things online, but is there like any insight from like how you feel personally since you're Latino? Like maybe some like personal input of how you would wish that Ogden residents knew about how we truly feel. Did I word that
Well,
right?
kind of, yeah. But I think it's something that the league does is we like to separate myths from facts and make sure that
Mm.
people are fully understanding the facts. And something just in general that wherever you are is that immigrants are taking advantage of our healthcare system. you know,
Mm-hmm.
getting all this government funding, whatever. Those are not true. And
Right.
I wish people would better be able to understand that, because that is part of the issue that we have to always constantly discuss and separate the mistruths from the facts. So
Right.
there's that piece. Then with the majority, with the people saying, oh, they're murderers, they're rapists, they're drug dealers, yada yada yada,
Mm-hmm.
that's not, that may be like less than 5% of the people that I should be going after. The reality is the remainder of that percentage, they're just hardworking people wanting
Yeah.
to have a better life. And I think that gets misconstrued as well. So that
Yeah.
is important. And then the third thing, again, I'm just going back for mental health, is people don't realize the day to day toll it takes on families, on students, on their jobs, on even transportation. Like, it's just, they have to live in the shadows and they don't
Mm-hmm.
know who to trust, and they fear. And I just think that is so disheartening. And I can't even imagine living in a world like that, that you're always having to look over your shoulder and not knowing if you leave your house, if you're even going to come back to your house, or if
Right.
you're a child and you go to school, not knowing when you go back home, your mom and dad will be there. So those are the realities that families are facing.
Yeah.
And whenever I ask people, give me an example of a person who is receiving
Mm-hmm.
Medicaid or food stamps or whatever that are illegal, they can never give me a name because they're not dumb. They're illegal people aren't going to go down and say, "Hey, I'm illegal. Can I have some food stamps?" Yeah, ICE will be down there in a minute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, thank you for sharing. I'm trying to think of a follow-up, but I feel like you gave so many good examples of like how like what it is behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
Um, sorry, I have a few more questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So this might be a little bit more personal, but have you had an experience with law enforcement, like immigration enforcement personally, that like tied in with work, school, or family? And if you don't, it's okay.
With reference to this, you mean
What was that?
in reference with this,
Yes.
with immigration?
Yes. Like how has anything with the new like changes, this and that, has it affected like work, school, family,
Well,
etc.?
Means
so
better.
here's my personal experience, because I don't know if you're aware, the League of Women Voters actually did a protest at the detention center in Ogden. And I, who am Latina, is usually very confident and courageous, and I am very passionate about what I believe in.
Mhm.
But I actually had told Terry, this really makes me nervous, because at least from what I could see, I was the only brown person in that group that
Oh.
was protesting. And, something goes wrong, I'm sure I'd be the first one to be detained. And I've never had that feeling before. And it just, I can't even imagine what other people of color are thinking
Yeah.
when actual stuff happens. Like, yeah, it caused me some anxiety.
Wow. I'm so glad you went to protest. That's great. But yeah,
Yeah.
I get that feeling. Like I was thinking, like I'm gonna share a little bit personal experience, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
I wanted to show up to one of the protests too, but since I'm brown, I had the same like mindset as you. Like, oh, they'll see me first and I'll be the first one to go. And
Right.
so I kind of did support from like the shadows, just promoting things like on my social. But I think I should really go to a protest one of these days just so I can like get my voice out too. And I can also like connect with others who also want their voices to be heard. So I really admire that. You kind of inspired me.
Well, thank you. And just so you know, March 28th is the No Kings protest. The League of Women Voters will be there along with other organizations. And you'll get to meet a lot of like minded people who have similar values and beliefs like you and I and Terry and others.
Would you be okay sending me that information?
Yeah. Terry,
So
can
I
you
could,
send that to him?
yeah, please
Yeah,
and thank
yeah,
you.
sure. Let me write that down because sometimes my brain doesn't work.
No, you're good. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you, thank you. And I guess my last question is there anything you want your story to help change or bring attention to? Like, is there a message you really want there to be heard?
I have a
I
big,
think what, oh,
Go ahead.
I have a little bit of information. So, one thing is, I think it's important that we know who our allies are. Because they can help us, they can support us, and there are organizations that do care about all people and are willing to help others in their community. For example, there's a community who's doing Prepare and Plan, where we are helping immigrants just have the legal documents in case they get detained, who will be their next of kin, who will be the guardian for their children, who will take care of them, uh, write down their bank accounts, whatever it is to plan and prepare. So there's one thing, as well as other organizations. We've got the ICE. What are they called, Terry? Where they do the whistles? They would be
Ice
there.
Watch, Ice
The
Watch.
Ice Watch. They would be there if an incident did happen. They would go there and film and make sure that things are being done appropriately. Because as you know, with Minneapolis, for example,
Yeah.
they're pretty much thugs doing whatever they want. They're not even doing things lawful. So we've got different organizations that have popped up organically to help the community. But I think from a human perspective, something that I want to share, because I don't know that people, because my own family was this, you have families where they're called mixed citizenship, or at least that's what I call them, where some siblings may be undocumented and other siblings may be citizens.
Yeah.
And it does impact the entire family. Um, it actually happened to my own family where one of my sisters, she grew up not knowing she was undocumented, and she got a deportation letter when she graduated. And it was shocking, to say the least, for my siblings and myself to even understand and comprehend that the government would send her to a country that she has never known. Um, she speaks English, but they were going to deport her back just because she wasn't born here. And we have a lot of families in our community of mixed status, and it is traumatic for everyone involved. And I don't think we've even touched the mental health perspective of the
Yeah.
trauma that it's going to cause families down the road. And I care about that because I'm also a healthcare provider, and I can't even imagine places like Minneapolis and all the things that they're going through, let alone the little boy that was deported with his father, like the trauma that is happening right now in those detention centers,
Right.
that they may never get over that. And we have to remember we're all humans. And I have a lot to say about that, but I just wanted people to realize that we are all humans, regardless of where we were born. And I just wish the world was a better place than what we are currently living in.
Yes. Thank you so much for sharing all that.
You're welcome.
The hate, what I hate the most is the hatred.
Mm-hmm.
I taught school. I had inner city Ogden kids there. They were no different than the rest of the kids. I have no idea if they were documented or not documented. I don't care. And they're kids. They're kids. And we should not treat any human being the way we are treating any human being, period, the end. When we're done with the brown people, will we go after the black? And then when we're done with the black, where are we going? We are treating people. Don't tell me you're a Christian if you're going to do these things to people.
Right.
And if you want to get me fired up,
Go ahead. God, like say what you want, honestly. Like all of this is like inspires me to like speak up and all that stuff. Like it's just very motivating, if that's the word.
I know Arlene is nervous and she's not the only one about
Mhm.
even going out in public. I went and met with Prasanna, she's Indian the other
Mhm.
day. She has her passport in her purse. So because she's brownish and
Mhm.
she's afraid she'll get picked up. And that's not nice. But every single person needs to stop laying back and we need to stand up and demand that this stop.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. And one more thing I just want to share, Edwin, because I don't know if you're familiar with the League of Women Voters, and why I joined is because voting does matter.
It
And
does.
what we're seeing is with our Hispanic Latino groups, they either A, are not going to the polls and voting, or B, they're given misinformation and not finding and seeking out the candidates who align with their values. And we need to change that. And then the younger generation, so for example, like myself, immigrant parents, but I was a citizen who could vote. I don't understand why those citizen children are not voting. I
Right.
obviously am. And I tell people I don't just vote for me, I vote for my ancestors. But
That's perfect.
I wish more and more Hispanic Latinos would just get out and vote because their votes can make a difference. In fact, I believe they're the sleeping giant that
Mhm.
if the majority of these people who could vote, they could change the way the country is governed.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, agreed. And yeah, thank you so much for letting me know about the League of Women's Voter. What is it? What it was called? What was it called? Sorry, the organization you're part of.
Yes.
The League of Women Voters.
League of Women Voters. Okay, I'm gonna search that up to learn more about you guys. But you guys are gonna be there March 28th. You said.
Yes.
Oh,
Perfect.
yeah. And I'll send you the stuff.
Perfect. Perfect. I would love to connect with more
I
people with
believe that we
that.
have, like Arlene said, I think we have shut that community completely down with a few people who dare to come out. They wouldn't take Arlene. Um,
Hmm.
First of all, she'd kick them. Second, she's too well known in the community.
Perfect.
But which I mean, that's great for her, but that doesn't mean they won't go after her family or someone
Right.
else. Um, we've got to get these people awake. And unfortunately, I don't speak Spanish. Arlene does. I do not. It's very difficult for them to trust me or any other just white person talking English.
Mhm.
So we don't know where any ideas anybody ever has of ways to get into that community and help them understand their vote does count and understand the issues would be awesome.
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
And Edwin, I do want you to know, just because it's called the League of Women Voters, it doesn't mean that we wouldn't allow men in. We will take anybody who believes in defending democracy, and
Yes.
that's super important. So there's always that. You can check us out, and if you're a student, I think there's a student membership that you can join with. But
$20.
yeah,
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I will check it out. And I will try my best to show up to that event. Do you know the time frame?
Yeah, I've heard two things now. When I send it to you, it's either 12 to 2 or 10 to 12.
Okay, that works out still. That still works out for me.
Um,
It's on a Saturday. The 20th is Saturday, right?
28th is a Saturday. Yes, it's
Perfect.
down
That
by
would work out
the
well with me then.
municipal building. And the more people you can bring, the more students you can bring, the more we can get registered to vote, the more impact we can have on all communities.
Yes.
Bring the crowds with you.
Yes, I'll try. I'll share and see if anyone want to come with me. I'll share whatever you got for me on my social.
Do you
All right.
Spanish,
Hey,
obviously, right?
if you're okay, do you have any more questions for me? If not, I've got another meeting that I need to head out to.
No, you're good. Thank you so much, Arlene. I appreciate everything you have said to
All
me.
right. Thank you. It's nice meeting you. Take care.
Yes,
Bye
you
bye.
too. You too.
Elmer, do you speak Spanish? I'm assuming yes.
Yes, I do.
Um, okay, my brain is coming up with
You're
maybe
good.
some
You're good.
ideas of ways to be able to communicate in meetings about issues where we just pull Spanish people, the Spanish population in, and
Hmm.
have people who can speak Spanish to them. And I don't know how to do that, but I'm going to think about
Okay.
it. All right, anything else?
That is great. No, I think that was everything. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for setting this up, recording it, getting the time to come out and talk. Like, I appreciate all of it. Thank you.
Yes, and I will send you the link to the recording, and I
Yes,
will
thank
send you
you.
the poster for whatever you call it. It's called No King's Day. It's a rally,
Right.
but it's against all of this stuff.
Right. Okay. Thank you
Okay?
so much. I appreciate this. Like, I really do.
All right. Good luck with your paper.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day.
Too. Bye bye.
Bye.